Hey, Eastern Oregon, welcome to AM on EOAlive. Good to see you all on this Tuesday, February the 2nd. Is that right? Did I get that right?
Yeah, yep. We might have to have you do some rehearssul on that intro, man.
I know, I always mess that up. AM on EOAlive.
There's too many acronyms. It all runs together.
I know when we were trying to find a name, is like I don't know. Is the best we could come up with.
It works.
Yeah,
it works.
Hey, how are you, man?
I'm good. It's Tuesday. It's when I finally start getting my blood going on Tuesday. Monday's just like the warm-up day.
Is that kind of when are you dragging on Mondays?
I wouldn't say necessarily dragging. I would just say like it's the warm-up day.
Yeah. Well, Tuesdays are awful for me because I said before, it's like I get up at 5 a.m. because I've got a meeting before this, and man, it's just like, and today is like jam-packed full of stuff. So
yeah, Tuesdays are. I don't dread them as much as I did like the first week, but I was up at like 5:30 this morning too. I was up before my alarms, which is weird.
Yeah, you up at 5:30? That's crazy.
I got 3 alarms set on my phone. I was showing Tom earlier. Look at this. This is my Tuesday and Thursday. That's Tuesday, Thursday, right there, just in case.
Yeah. So the problem is though, you got to turn off 3 alarms. So then after you're up, they all go off, right?
Yeah, they do. They all go off. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well,
hey, this is brought to you by Marketplace Fresh Foods right here in LeGrand. Yesterday, I was I ran into a downtown business owner, one of my friends, and I took them up to the top level for a business meeting, and he's a downtown business owner, and he's never been to that top level before, and he was talking about how cool it is up there, and as things start to open up with coronavirus, people need to come and experience this because it's a treasure. It's like a hidden treasure in this town, and they have beer on tap. They got great food. It's just a good experience in there. They got a chop shop. They'll cut up your vegetables for you, no extra charge. Package it up, send you on your way. Marketplace Fresh Foods, 4th and Adams, right here in LeGrand.
Yep, great place. And that is, once it is beautiful up there. If you've never, in fact, you know what we'll have to do is we'll have to do a show up there sometime.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
We're mobile.
Yep, that's right.
I'm sitting, I could do this right on my laptop from my bed. I wouldn't even have to be in here. Don't even give me any ideas.
That's right. Well, hey, let's talk to Marketplace Fresh Foods Chef Rush, which is another, again, I'm just going to let you say that. Yeah, Russ. So, Chef hey, Russ.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you been? How's it going?
Good. How about you, man?
Yeah, I'm the same way there, Dottie. I just roll out of bed and get on this computer and do the show.
What you got today?
Doing good. We got a couple soups today. We got cream and mushroom soup. We have a Southwestern black bean chicken soup going on. We have a roasted chicken Alfredo with pasta going on today. Got the soup bar. Got the cold soup bar going on. What's that?
$8.95 lunch special.
$8.95 lunch special. That's right. Tomorrow's the bada bings, the meatball subs. That's very popular too.
That is a huge hit. What are you doing for Super Bowl?
Super Bowl. We got a couple specials going on. We got a roasted pork loin sandwich. We're gonna have that. We're gonna have hot wings. We're gonna do chicken wings and no little dinky wings either. These are the double jointed big bird wings. So,
nice.
Yeah. So you get 20 for $29, and whatever kind of sauce you guys like, some celery sticks, and kick off your Super Bowl party that way.
Nice. Marketplace Fresh Foods right here in LeGrand. Chef Russ.
Yeah.
They got a daily lunch special that they run until they're out. It starts at 11 o'clock and it goes until they're done with it. And it's $8.95. You can't beat that price.
Well, and so let me tell you. So last Tuesday, Tanya came in and she works after her work. She comes and does the books here and stuff. And so she said, well, I'm going to go over and get something for dinner. And so she goes over across the way. And just as she was walking past the bistro, whoever was there took the lid off the Alfredo chicken stuff. And she's like, it stopped her in her tracks. And that's, yeah. So whatever you had for lunch, there was enough for dinner, and she bought a double helping and took it home, and it was fantastic. So,
Absolutely.
That's also, people can do that too, right, Russ?
They can do anything you want. You got it.
Yeah.
I took yesterday's special home and had it for dinner last night, the roast beef sandwich.
There you go.
Yep.
Good.
It was excellent.
Come see us, man. We'll be there all day, all week, all month. So.
All right. Well,
thank you, Russ.
Thank you, man.
No problem. Have a good day.
You
See
too.
you later. Thanks.
Yeah. So Hey, I'm trying to lose weight. So like talking about food all the time is like,
I'm trying to. Trust me.
yeah.
No, having that place next door is a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
It really is.
I totally agree. But they do have good salads too. I mean, so
do I look like a salad eater to you?
no, but I am. I've like turned it. No, you do not look like a salad eater. Yeah.
I like salad, but it's not my go-to. I can tell you that.
Well, it's funny because I can. Oh well, here before we go, let's look at the weather, man.
Yeah, let's bang that out real quick. Tell everybody what it's going to be like today and tomorrow in the valley.
Yeah. So hey, there's the weather cam, and man, when I got to work here, it's like this drizzly, miserable, wet. Yeah, it's so weird when we have this kind of stuff in La Grande.
I don't like the rain.
Yeah. But here's Gabe's weather forecast.
All right, so let's see. Today we're looking at a high of 40. We're going to dip back down to 35 in the evening. It's going to rain all day, it looks like. I mean, that's what the weather boy's telling me, man. And there could be a little bit of snow.
Yep.
Moving into tomorrow, about the same thing. It's looking like we might have a little snow. It's going to be wet in the morning into the afternoon. The high of 35 tomorrow and a low dropping down like below freezing in the morning and in the evening. So
yeah,
might be icy conditions, like be careful, be responsible. And yeah.
And that's always miserable when it's
this. You always do that, BC.
I know. Yeah.
Side by side.
Yeah, I'll let you try it sometime. And you see
I like you operating it. I can do that.
Yeah.
Good morning, Dana.
Yeah. Morning's the best part of the day. Yeah, right.
Well, I put up there, follow us on Instagram at EOAlive.tv.
Yeah.
And then mine too, at Dodsy Podsy. So there's some Instagram follows for you. If you
Dodsy Podsy.
Yeah, that was my so Dodsy was my nickname that was given to me. Yeah. And then in baseball, it just kind of morphed into Dodsy Podsy. And it was like that was my nickname. So
really, and those were before podcast days.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, this is before the internet. Podcast day. Yeah, I don't even think I had the internet when I didn't. When I got that nickname, I was like 13. So that would be 90
67
93. Yeah, there wasn't no internet yet. Well, there was internet, but it was like localized, like before the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
Morning, Craig.
Hey, thank you, man. So,
yeah, thank you.
Well, hey, so Bob Kavanaugh, let's bring him in. He's our guest this morning.
He's got his look at him getting a little free advertising there. Jeez. Logo placement.
Good morning.
He covered his name up. Yeah, you can't advertise for people for free, Bob. Hey, my goodness. Can you hear us?
Shameless plug.
Yeah, keep going.
I can hear.
He's got his hat on. He's got his name tag. He's got his Antlers espresso.
You can't hear me.
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Yeah,
you're just breaking up.
Oh.
Bob's the host on our news roundup. Your internet sucks, Bob.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Can you hear me okay now?
We can. We can't talk over you, so that's good. We'll just let you talk. You go.
Okay. Did I hear Chef Russ? Did Chef Russ say bada bing meatball sandwich?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
You can't hear me. Yes. Yeah.
We're having trouble. You're breaking up a lot.
All right.
So
it's all right.
Thanks for having me on this morning. It's really fun to see you guys. It's all right. Okay. Well, good morning to you guys. It's fun to hang out with you a little bit. Normally we do the afternoon show. This is early, but Dodsy made me laugh when I saw what time you get out of bed. Most of us are up around 5:30-ish. So anyway, good morning.
You should see one thing on days that aren't Tuesday or Thursday.
A Youth for Christ event coming up. Oh, okay, gotcha. So you're up earlier.
No.
That's all right. You keep
No.
going. You keep talking, Bob.
Anyway, I'm very excited. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. So hey, I'm very excited. This week we're meeting with Jeff Rainey from Youth for Christ. Kevin Rainey with Youth about their big event coming up. And very, very excited. You know, Brent and I are going to be hosting that and talking about how we can help Youth for Christ and their fundraiser. Getting a bunch of people together through say Zoom meetings or the internet is not easy, as you can see. There's always something going on with it. But Brent Clapp Media Services is doing a great job with this. We're going to get everybody. I think we're going to have maybe 100 or so people show up in a tent, and we're going to raise some money for Youth for Christ. So I'm very excited about that. Also, the other thing I want to talk about real quick is very excited to meet with Dodsey and Brent. We've got some cool shows coming up for EOAlive and some great content that we've got. You know, thinking about what that does for our county. If you think about really, how does our county get the news? You know, we don't get it through the TV or nationally, our national or our news source. So I'm looking forward to really ramping it up and seeing some really great stories come from that. So man, that's also on my mind. And also my morning coffee. Just want to make sure everybody sees my morning coffee, and love these guys. So anyway, that's it, man. Back to you.
So Bob, real quick, tell us a little bit about the people that don't know you, how you got to LeGrand. I mean, I know you, and but tell us a little bit about your journey, where you were born at, and how you ended up here in LeGrand.
My wife is over here. She started laughing when you asked that question. Yeah, how much time do you have? So, okay, I'll give you the snapshot. I was born in Greenville, South Carolina. And it's funny because when I get around my Southern friends, my accent starts coming out. But I grew up pretty much in the Northwest, born in Greenville. We have been on this adventure together. I work for some national and regional banks, and just realized that, you know what, that's not for me. Don't want to do it. And so through working through those national banks is how I got out here. We had the chance to relocate to Northeast Oregon, and I'd been out here before backpacking and rafting and all the outdoor adventure sports you can think of, and thought, we have a chance to move to Northeast Oregon. We're taking it. And so she's over giving a thumbs up over here. And that's how we got here. And we've been here ever since. And I work for a small credit union now that I absolutely love and thank God for every day. And we're doing some good things in the community. And that's how I got here. You know, we live on a little farm over here on Fruitdale Road. And we're not going to pretend we're farmers at all. We don't know what we're doing. But we're having a good time and love this area, love the county. And we just thank God every day. And it's fun to partner with Brent and Dodsey with the news. And, you know, in some fashion or another, I've always been involved with media. And when we lived in Bend, to admit we lived in Bend, so don't hold it against me. But did a lot of work there with summer concert series and just some local media there as well. So it's good to be involved local. I don't want to say a small town, but a county media service that brings the good stories that we want to hear and that affect our everyday life. And so that's how I got here. I don't know if that's what you're looking for or not, but there you go.
No, that's good. So I know, you know, and Bob, you've been a huge encourager for EOAlive and for what it is that we do. And we really appreciate it, not only on the EOAlive side, but also on the Brent Clapp production sides, which is kind of the money-making arm of the business. And we just really appreciate what you've done. I know kind of something. Let me ask you another question, Bob. And I know you're on a delay. You're getting these questions about a second afterwards. But you know, you have a lot of hobbies. I mean, you're a hunter. You reclaim old furniture. You're an outdoorsman. You do a lot of stuff. Out of all of those things, what would you say is the favorite thing that you do? What's the stuff that like, hey, if I could do that, if I could do more of that, I would. Like when I retire, that's when I'm going to spend a lot of time doing.
That's what I was get to know you questions. When you retire, what's your favorite thing? Brent, that's a good question. And I thank you for asking that. I don't really know. What I've really enjoyed is this life and the journey of life, and cherishing every single moment as life comes at me and comes at us. You know, I have a beautiful family that I am so thankful for. I thank God for. I have to say, my thing that I look forward to as I get more time off. And we love to raft, we love to backpack, we love anything outdoors, rock climb, all of it. And so we'll probably spend more time doing that. But I have to confess to you, I don't see myself retiring yet. I'm having too much fun with what I do at work. Serving the community is one of my favorite things as well. I absolutely love and feel called to serve our local community. And I'm having fun with EOAlive. You know, you have to admit, we're having a good time, coming up with some fun things. So I think that's where I'm at right now. I'm just enjoying life and what it's given me.
Well, very cool.
Yep.
Well, Bobby, we appreciate your input, your energy, and you know, a lot of people don't know. I mean, they might not know it, that kind of your first, you know, one of your primary instincts is business and finance, and you know, the bank side of you. I mean, that's why you're a banker. That's what you're getting paid to do, and so you have a lot of insight and wisdom when it comes to business. And there are times I call on you personally and kind of pull you in and give you inside information and say, okay, this is what it is, and I need your perspective. And I really appreciate you being involved in our organization, and appreciate also just what you do for the community, the energy that you bring. You know, you were the Chamber of Commerce director for several years, and you brought about some powerful energy into the community during that time. And anyhow, just want to tell you that we appreciate you, and we're glad you're a part of us.
Oh, hey, look who joined me.
Hey.
Okay. So I don't know, how can I do this? So this is here. Hold on a second. Let me hold still there. Wait a minute. You're moving around. Okay, there we go. So my wife is also a nanny, and I'm a godfather, and this is my god baby, Lulu. Hi, Lulu. What do you think? There's Lulu right there. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. Hang out with these little guys. They're fun. Anyway, here we go.
Very nice.
Well, awesome, buddy. Well, hey, thanks for being with us.
Yeah. Thank you, Bob.
Awesome. Thank you. See you guys. Have a
All
great
right.
day.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right.
We're back.
We're back. Yeah.
I got my song for the day. It's an acoustic cover, and it's Corey Taylor, who's the lead singer of Slipknot. It's a heavy metal band, but he does an acoustic cover of Wicked Game, which is a Chris Isaak song from the 90s. It's like a love song. Everybody knows it if you're my age, and he does an acoustic cover of it, and it's fantabulous. So check that out.
That's interesting. What would you say is kind of your genre of music that you love, that's go to?
I like hip hop. I like country, old country. I like heavy metal. I like rock, classic rock. I like blues, bluegrass, everything. I don't really listen to a lot of classical. I like Yngwie Malmsteen, who plays the guitar. He's one of the best guitar players in the world, and he plays classical music on a guitar, which is kind of cool. But I'm all over the board. Bennett and I talk about that all the time. He's like, what are you playing today? What song is that? And because so some days there's some hip hop on, some days there's some heavy metal, some days there's covers, some days there's rock and roll. It just depends on the mood, you know. Like I just love music, so it's like it's pretty simple.
That's interesting. So yeah, it's kind of funny because my go-to is, hey, and if you're listening and you want to comment to what your go-to music is, please do that. So yeah, I am like an old Chicago fan. I mean, I love the band Chicago. I kind of grew up listening to that. And and whenever I've got a work project, or if I'm showering in the morning and I like need to get, a pickup, then man, I'll crank the tune, and it's very often I'll put Chicago on, and when it's on, it's loud. It's like,
oh, I know when you have music on, it's real loud. I think that's your deaf ear working against you. So I picture you too as like a musical dude that likes musicals.
Oh,
you like musicals?
I like being in musicals, but I'm not I to watch them. Yeah, it's kind of funny because, I've been in several musicals myself, and being in them is like, it's an enormous amount of fun because you're building a relationship with people, and and so I really like that. But yeah, I'm not a huge musical fan.
No.
But I do like, I like big band music. Excuse me. I like Chicago. I like that kind of, I like brass. So that's a theme that comes through.
So you got to like Rush too.
Yeah.
Do you like Rush? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure I know Rush. You'll have to introduce me to Rush.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
Yeah.
What about Motley Crue?
I don't know Motley Crue that well.
What about Tommy Lee? Like, who Tommy Lee is?
I know Tom. I only know Tommy Lee because was married to Anderson. What's her name for a while?
Yeah, Pamela Anderson. Yeah, yeah.
But
Mighty Boss Stones. They got a lot of brass in their band.
Yeah,
they're like a ska band from the '90s.
Yeah. There was a group called Wake Me Up, and they did a song called Wake Me Up, Evanescence.
Yeah.
Wake
me up inside.
Yeah, that's a great tune. Yeah. And I mean, that's not a group that has brass in it, but that song was such a unique combination. I mean, it's the first time I'd ever heard rap mixed in with a traditional song, because the verses are rap, and then you get to the chorus, and it's back to traditional.
They kind of followed in the footsteps of like Disturbed, and there's a couple other bands that were like in that crossover. Like they're kind of heavy metalish, but they also have a little bit of rap influence and a little bit of rock influence.
Yeah, and certainly, and I mean, Disturbed, that song they did a couple of years ago, the remake of.
The lead singer that. I know exactly what you're talking about. He sang
My Old Friend.
Yeah. He sang it on dang near as good as the original, if not better.
Oh, it was
powerful.
And the guy, I mean, just has a tremendous voice. Yeah. I mean, when he kicks it up an octave, and oh man, it just like shook the rafters. Yeah.
He definitely. The song is The Sound of Silence. It's a Simon and Garfunkel song.
Yeah, and I had never heard him before. I mean, but it just kind of came into my sphere listening to that.
He killed it. That's for sure. He killed that song. So what about let's talk about can recycling in Oregon. Holy mackerel. Wow. Yeah.
So I was looking tell people what's happening here, because some people might not know. Yeah.
So there's nowhere in town that's taking recycle. Like there's nowhere in town taking cans. Okay. But you still got to pay your 10 cents when you go in there. So you buy a 12-pack, right? You got to pay $1.20 extra. But nowhere in town is taking cans back, which is like, to me, it's like almost robbery. Like we're going to give the state $1.20, but we have no way to get it back. So I'm on social media a lot, and I saw this post from some guy in one of the classified groups, and he basically started like a black market, like can collection business where he'll pay you 4 cents a can and take your cans off your hand, because there's nowhere to. And I mean, he was getting bashed. He was getting encouraged. My thought on it is, if you're that broke and you need money and there's nowhere you can take cans back, I mean, what else are you going to do? get the 4 cents if you can, or drive to Pendleton or Ontario or Baker, maybe. I don't know. I just think that it's crazy that we're forced to pay. I guess the thing is for me, don't buy cans. Don't buy stuff that's recyclable. Will be my
statement. So what's the option then? So, I mean, what can you buy that's not recyclable in a recyclable container?
I don't think there's anything. You can't buy water. You can't buy Gatorade. You can't buy soda. You can't. It's all 10 cents now. A few years ago, they switched over to, all plastic containers with beverages in them, and you can't buy beer. That's for sure. I mean, well, I guess you could just fill growlers.
Yeah. No, I've thought for a long time. I mean, when they were 5 cents a can, it was like, but now 10 cents a can, you're right. And it still isn't worth, for me personally, even 10 cents a can, it's not worth, and it hasn't been for a long time, worth going to those machines,
dealing with the hassle.
Putting them in. Yeah. Cause if you've never done that, you can't crush the can. They only accept cans that are particular cans. And to do that, as you insert the thing, it reads the barcode on the can, and then it says, okay, yeah, we'll accept that or we won't. Well, if it doesn't accept the can, then it spits it back out. And then you've got to go connect with a human being at the store and say, okay, you didn't like these cans, but will you take them anyhow? And then it's a huge process. I mean, and you're not going to do that unless, you're really in need of money or you have a ton of cans to do.
I like just donating them to like kids that are raising money, for sports or whatever it be.
Yeah.
Just come on by and grab some cans. I got a lot of them in the garage.
Yeah. Well, and I'm that same kind of way, but right now, even if someone is in need of the funds and they've
can't take them back anywhere.
Yeah. Who's going to take them? Yeah.
They were doing it. They were taking cans back next door for a while, and then they just stopped. It mainly, I think, it was because it was the only place in town, and they don't have the manpower to deal with 20 people showing up at 4:00.
Yeah. Well, I've thought for a long time that it's just another tax. It's another way for the state to make money. Which is just sad, because even on a good day, even if the whole system is working well, how many of those cans are really recycled? What percentage?
I would liken it to like probably 50%, maybe. I would liken it to like gift card returns in retail. You get about 50% back. So if I sell $100 worth of gift cards, about $50 of that is going to actually be used in the business. It's lucrative. And it's the same with cans. I mean, they probably see about 50% return, I would imagine.
Right. And so that means that the state, they're just making 50% of that deposit fee off the backs of its
which people. Is a lot of money too. I mean, if you think about how many recyclable containers are sold in Oregon at 10 cents a piece, every time you buy a 12-pack, that's $1.20. I mean, right there. So it's a ton of money that just.
And I'm sure a percentage of that goes to the store for managing all that mess, and for and the same thing on the other thing. When the store gets them back, I'm sure a percentage goes to the stores. But still, the bottom line is the state is the big winner.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it is.
No doubt.
Yeah.
All right, I got a positive quote for the day.
All right.
You ready for it, BC? So
I'm ready,
Black History Month, so I'm going to start this one out with a Maya Angelou quote. Try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. That's it. Maya Angelou. Pretty simple. It's simple, yet it's profound. Try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. Yeah. And I try to live by that.
Yeah, and what's funny, what goes along with that is that we all have personal influence over other people, and it doesn't matter who you are. I mean, there's always someone who is above you in one way or another. They're richer, they're more powerful, I don't know, whatever the case might be, but everyone has influence over someone, and that can be a positive influence. You can benefit their lives. You can show them kindness. You can
with simple stuff too.
Yeah.
Like just today, I challenge you today. Say something nice to somebody you don't know. I challenge you to that. I'll do it. I'll document it.
Well, and I tell you, the most unappreciated people are the ones that pump your gas and the ones that do your coffee and the ones,
I always tip the dude that pumps my gas.
Yeah.
If I have cash on me, I always give if I'm not pumping it myself, I always tip I've done it. I've pumped gas.
Yeah.
Right here in LeGrand. And like when I worked for Waldrop, and when I worked out at Buy Right Exxon, we had to wash every window. It didn't matter if they were getting $1 worth of gas or filling up. And sometimes it's out in the snow, the rain, whatever. So I always tip the gas kid for sure.
Well, and I fill up. I mean, we live out in Island City, but I still fill up whenever I can at, what do they call that? That on the way to everywhere, they call it, but that store right there out in the corner of Island, as you go out the Wallowa Highway.
C&M.
C&M, yeah.
Yeah.
C&M and Country Store, yeah.
Yeah. I worked there too.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's a good business, and they will pump your gas every time. So
yeah.
I appreciate
Which is weird. It's really weird pulling into a gas station and not knowing if they're going to come out and pump your gas or not.
I know it's a little bit. I tell you, we were going to Portland not too long ago and stopped in Hood River or someplace, and I got out and was getting ready to pump the gas, and the attendant came to me and he looked at me like I had a hole in my head. It's like, I'll do that. I mean, it was just funny. My first thought was, can I help you? And his thought was, can I help you? Get back in your car, dude. But, the reason that is that in a smaller population base, they do have gas stations do have an option of whether they pump your gas or not.
Yeah.
So yeah, and here locally, there's most stations do not pump your gas. C&M does. It's one of the reasons I go out there every time. So
if you haven't checked it out yet, my sports show is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 5:30. It premieres. We have weather at 6 on Fridays. We have EO Talks every other Tuesday, and on alternating Tuesday, is it Tuesdays or Wednesdays, Brent?
It's Tuesday. So there's
Tuesday,
one today.
CHD. Yeah. The CHD update alternating Tuesdays. Follow us on Instagram at EOAlive.tv. Follow me on Instagram at Dodsy Podsy. Get to Marketplace Fresh Foods right here in LeGrand, 4th and Adams. Their special of the day today is their chicken Alfredo. It's enough to feed 2 people. I'm not kidding. It's $8.95. I've gotten it to go a couple times and not even been able to finish it. Marketplace Fresh Foods right here in LeGrand. They have a chef that knows food, and he's doing the right things, and they're the place to be right now for lunch.
Yep. Very good.
Yep. Thank you, Eastern Oregon. We're going to get out of here. Have a great Tuesday. We'll see you on Thursday.
All right. Talk soon.